What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So yes, I'm wearing the same fit as I was in the other video, but this time I am talking about what's in my camera bag 2022. So I'm starting the trend off early. I want to do this because for two reasons. One, I know I'm going to make one anyway, and two, I want to do it because I want to make another one at the end of the year and see if everything in my camera bag has changed or if it stayed the same or new camera bag, anything like that. I want to see the progress of what the difference is. So as far as the camera bag itself, still have the brevite jumper. Yes, it has been going strong for me. I love this thing. It's very easy to use. It's lightweight. You can hold literally so much stuff in it, as you are about to see. So this is almost what I bring with me on every as far as if I'm going to go on a professional shoot, I'm not going to bring this with me. I'm going to bring a I have this now. So this is set to fit all of my lenses, camera, microphone, everything. I have it very slotted out very accordingly. It's a giant, not Pelican case. I got it from Harbor Freight, and it was like $40 for that thing, and it's thick. It's like yay thick. It's crazy. Anyway, but this is stuff that I'm going to bring with me as far as if I'm traveling somewhere, if I am going on like a photo shoot. This might be a little bit overkill, but as far as me going somewhere and shooting something, that's what I'm going to be using this for. Now, if it's like a wedding where I don't know what I'm going to need, I'm going to need a few different lenses or anything like that, then I'll bring the big case. But for the most part, I can fit kind of everything in this bag. So like I said, it makes everything a little bit easier if you just have everything in the bag. Getting out of the way, obviously I cannot show you my camera or my Sigma 35, but you have seen both of those, and they are on the obviously what I'm shooting on right now, so I cannot show you those things. And the microphone I got is a Shure microphone. It's just like a little bitty one. This is actually the dead cat for it. Really good. It's not like the Rode Video Micro. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah, it's just too many words. It's very sturdy. This is obviously not the microphone, but the microphone's very sturdy, so it's not doing that weird little bouncy thing that the other one did. And it really just kind of looks a little bit better having this black one on top instead of the gray one. Obviously, I know I can get a different dead cat for it. But you don't, this covers up the whole microphone, so you don't ever see like an exposed part of the microphone with a cable hanging out. It just looks really good and professional if you're going to be vlogging. And I think it's honestly the same weight, so it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't need batteries or anything, so those are the two things that I obviously cannot show you, but very important as far as video. Some things that I definitely have to bring with me is AirPods. This is an AirPods case. This is the AirPods Pros. This case came with a carabiner, so they can just kind of clip onto my pants. Very useful. Always bring some form of headphones, because if you're editing something on the fly, or if you are just in, like, you want to just go take photos by yourself, it's so much easier to just have headphones in and zone in and just like do it that way, unless obviously you're videoing or vlogging or anything like that. But just having some form of like headphones is really nice. And then just to have AirPods that I know can just come undone, go in my ears, noise cancellation. If I want to close it and it just clips on my pants, then I'm good anyway. Obviously it can go in my bag, but it's easier just to keep them on my pants, so I'm gonna go in and out of somewhere. So the next thing is obviously my SD card case. This is all of the SD cards I have, except obviously for the one that is in the camera right now. I have one for drone, microphone, an adapter to make a micro SD into a regular SD, everything like that. and then just some extra ones as well. And this is like a $10 case I got from Best Buy, so it's really, really good, and it's pretty rugged as well. So it's actually made by Pelican. It's technically a Pelican case, so I do own a Pelican case if anybody ever asks. I can flex that I have a Pelican case. The next thing is a hard drive, a external hard drive actually. This is a Seagate 2TB hard drive, and it is pretty much got everything that I've ever done as far as photo or video on here. So if anybody ever wants to steal content from me, it's probably somewhere on here. So this is a very important thing. It is actually much faster to use these than to use the hard drive on your computer, because if you store stuff on your computer, it will actually slow your computer down and make it even slower. So if you don't have the money and you didn't fork out a bunch of money to get the best computer, spend a couple $100 or $100 and get a really, really good one of these and make it fast and a lot of storage. This is a 2TB one, so it's got so much stuff on it that I can't even go through it all. So I do need to go through it all, but yeah, so every time I edit a video, it's automatically uploaded to this. Even some of the video file sources are put onto this, so that way I know that they're not going to mess up or get corrupted or anything, and just to have a backup of them. So this is one thing that's really good just to have in general. Obviously I have my charger for my laptop just in case it dies. But these are the two hubs that I bring. This one plugs into the MacBook, both the little slots, and it gets like 2 more extension slots, an HDMI, micro SD, regular SD, and 2 USBs. So this is what I'm going to use if I'm video editing or anything like that. But if I only have pictures and I'm trying to push them out real quick, I'll just plug this in. This just has a SD and a micro SD on it, and then it just uses one of the things, so I can still charge my computer while I use this. Way more convenient to use this than to plug this in and have all of these slots that I have to worry about. And this is kind of finicky sometimes, so it's kind of like it's kind of wobbly if I don't have it like flat on something. So I just go ahead and use this anyway. But this was $80 and this was like $20. So you take your pick of whatever you're going to use it for most. Obviously I would recommend this because it does 1,000 things more, but if you're just doing photo or anything like that, then I'd probably just recommend getting this. So this is my laptop that I bring with me almost everywhere. If I'm going to do a shoot and I know I'm going to need to edit the pictures pretty quickly, I will go ahead and bring this with me and do them. If I'm on like a vlog vacation or anything like that, then I need to edit the video. Obviously I'm going to bring this with me. This is the 2021 MacBook Pro, but it's not the M1. This came out a few months before the M1 and I got it before then. So I'm a little upset the fact that I didn't get a chance to get that, but this thing is a beast and I absolutely love this thing, and it fits all over the place. It's the 13.5. It's not it's a little bit bigger than the normal one, but I didn't want the 16-inch one and it fit in nothing that I have. So I'm very, very pleased with this. But on to the next thing in the bag. So this is gonna sound dumb, but just trust me, gum. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of times where if you meet up with some of these people to take pictures, or you're meeting up with somebody to do a video shoot, and your breath just don't smell that good because maybe you didn't have time to go home and take a shower, or maybe you just left dinner or lunch or something, or breakfast. Gum's pretty useful. Or if you're gonna try to walk into a business and get them to hire you to do something, but your breath stinks, like nobody's gonna want that. I mean, this sounds like a useless thing until someone's like, "Ugh, that guy's breath stinks." So you're welcome. So then we have business cards and stickers. So I have a good bit of business cards here. This is just a stack of them that I have. Has my logo and the picture that I took on the back of them, and then obviously all my information and stuff on the front, which if you follow me on social media, you can automatically get all this stuff anyway. But it's cool to have that, and it's cool to have these as well. Oh, they're backwards, upside down. Oh my gosh. So it's cool to have these. These are just little stickers that I can hand out to people. They can put on stuff. They'll remember my logo, remember my name, say, oh, that dude had a cool sticker that he gave me one time. And if I need to do anything as far as like with a brand, or I'm collaborating with some other brand, then I can be like, oh hey, just kind of put my sticker on it, or just kind of hold my sticker up, so that way they know this brand and me are doing that collaboration at the same time. So it's kind of cool to have both of these things in your bag just at the ready. And I do obviously have a pretty nice size stack of both of them, so you never know when you're going to use them, so it's just better to have them, and just in case. So I have a couple lens caps. Obviously, the two lenses that I keep in my bag, I was going to say case, in my bag is the Sigma 35 and the Sony 18-105. Those are the two lenses that I use more than anything, because they are, the 35mm is the perfect prime length in my opinion, focal length. And then the 18-105 is so wide and so zoomed in. It's such a big difference that I get to use both of those. Obviously I'd like something like the 22-70, like f2, but getting there is a little bit pricey. So to have something that does kind of the same thing for $500 is kind of unbeatable. So that's the two things that I use, those two lenses. So last but not least, there is a bonus item, but I'll tell you about it in a minute. Last but not least, this is the things that I preach about. This is the holy grail of photography and videography outside, as far as car photos, portraits, landscapes, anything. As long as you are doing some form of photography outside and it's not night photography, then you need one of these things. This is a variable ND filter, and this is a variable ND filter. This is the Polar Pro Peter McKinnon one, and this is one by K&F Concept. $250, $35. I did do a comparison on my channel, so I'll leave that linked up below. I did do a comparison, so I'll leave it up in the thing up there. I think it's either there. I don't know, one or the other. I will leave them up there, so if you want to go back and watch that video. But these things are sunglasses for your lens, so that way you can push f1.2, f1.4, anything you want really, and be able to take crispy pictures in the sunlight. Living in Louisiana, it gets buku hot. The sun is always out, so I'm legitimately using one of these every single time I take pictures. It's without a doubt. So those are the two things that I think everybody needs in their camera bag. So there is something that I got for Christmas that I have not gotten a chance to use yet, except in the past two videos, and I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but there is a little light right here now, and this is really bright. This is the Nanlite Pavotube 2 6C. Wow, and this is only at 27% brightness, and it is a bright little light. It's about 12 inches. It's about a foot, so it's nothing like super big. This thing is a absolute beast, though. As you can see, it was on 27% brightness, and it was lighting up this whole thing behind me. So it's a pretty crazy little light if you use it correctly. It's obviously RGB. It does the whole color spectrum. It does everything from the top Kelvin to the bottom Kelvin. I don't know what they are, but it's got the full white and yellow scale. It has some other settings in here, some effects, stuff like that. There's a couple settings in here that I don't know what they do, but there's like a police setting, and then there's all kind of crazy effects that it does. I think it has like 10 hours of battery use, but it tells you how long you have of battery based off of what percent the charge is. And I'm going to do a full review of this little light because this thing has been a beast so far. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed make sure that if you're watching it now, you watch it at the end of the year, so that way you see the progression of everything that changed from being in my camera bag. Hopefully a new camera. But that's a little hint, hint, wink, wink of what I'm gonna try to get. But that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to click the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or I go live. That's it for this one. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.